Hello. I'm making gnudi. And I'm going to start off by making my red sauce. You've seen me make this before, but I'll do it again one more time for the dummies, okay? All right, so I've got my pan on heat. It's a really simple red sauce, and as usual, I always cheat. I've got my pre-bought products. I'm not going to start with my boiling tomatoes, peeling, seeding. I want to hurry up. Hurry up. Okay, so get my spoons, my favourite spoons. And I've put some oil in. I might put just a little bit more. Just a little bit more oil. Okay, a little bit more. Okay. And in with my garlic. A little bit of chili flakes. Just a little bit. And once I've made this, I'm just going to leave it aside so that it's ready for my third step. 3. Step 1. Step 2 is make gnudi. Step 3 is boil the gnudi and then put it together. Now gnudi is similar to gnocchi, but it's like gnocchi on steroids, because they're a lot bigger. And today when I make the gnudi, I will explain to you, because normally I make them with spinach. But there's no frozen spinach in the stores these days. What the hell? Everyone must be making my spinach triangles. Okay, so I've put my can and one of the passata. I'm going to do a little bit of my water shaky thing. Shaky. In with a bit of water there. In with this one. And this is our really quick sauce. 20 minutes, half an hour, that's all you want. 20 minutes or half an hour. I'm going to put a little bit of salt. I'll just put 1 spoon of salt. Maybe a little bit more. And I'm going to put a little bit more white pepper, just because I like it. I want that punch in the face. A punch in the face. So leave this for 20 minutes, roughly 20 minutes. And then I'll leave it to the side until I need it later. Now if you want to put some basil in here, you can. I'll put a bit of oregano. Hello, oregano, are you in here? There she is. And there we go. Alright. Just leave her alone 20 minutes. Just come back and stir it every now and again. Okay. Wonderful. Beautiful. We'll be back. And we're back. Okay. So now it's time to make the gnudi. And normally, like I said, I would use spinach. I couldn't find any frozen spinach, and I'll be fucked if I'm going to start boiling spinach and chopping it up. No, I ain't. So what did I do? I went to the garden and I got some basil and I quickly boiled it. Now I've put it in with a little bit of cream and I'm going to put in, I've got 1 kilo of ricotta here for my Gnudis. Okay, and I'm going to put a bit of my ricotta in there just to help with this. Ready, set, go. So, let me just try this. If I don't like it, I'm not going to put it in. But imparts a little bit of that basil flavour. That's good. I've got the rind of 1 lemon. Put that in. The rind of 1 lemon, and I'm also going to put a little bit of nutmeg. Just because I can. Let's say 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. And you know me, I'm going to put a bit of salt in there too. How much you say? Just 1 teaspoon. Just to say that I've put salt in there. Okay, good. Now I'm going to mix it again. Yeah, it's the same teaspoon, big deal, whoop-de-doo. My family's eating and I don't have coronavirus, so don't give a fuck. Okay, let me taste it one more time. That's salty, but that's okay because we're going to mix it in here. Now, I'm going to get my hands in here. Get rid of this. So I've got a kilo of ricotta that I'm using today for our Gnudis, and normally spinach, but there's no spinach today. I've got 200 grams of plain flour here. Get rid of my scales. Oh, don't you run away. My eggs are trying to run away. Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. So, I'm going to put, what am I going to put? I'm going to put a bit of, don't you go anywhere. I'm going to put this in. So that's going to add a little bit of colour, not much, but mostly of the flavour. And so there's the lemon and the basil. Giddy up. Right. I'm going to use my cheese. Now, you can use Parmesan, and that's what I'm using, Parmesan. Excuse me. So I'm going to put a good 2 big tablespoons, maybe 3. Why not? 3. Then I'm going in with 2 eggs. Oh, nice big eggs, these ones. Oh, double yolk! Woo! That means I can save 1 egg. Yeah, beauty! Saved an egg. Okay, I'm back. This one's got 2 in it as well. No, it hasn't, just 1. Oh well. Okay, so here we go. Now let me just rinse my hands quickly. And she's back. get in here with my hands. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to get in here with my hands, but before I do that, I want my dish. I'm getting my mother of a dish. Okay? I've got mother of a dish, and that's to put my gnudi in when I've made them. You get out, you get out. And it might be easier if I get rid of this too, for some people to see what I'm doing. Okay, so get in there, beat my triple yolks. Woohoo! Beat my yolks. I'm so excited because I was going to put 2 eggs and 1 extra yolk. Now, and I didn't have to. So that was bonus. Now, yeah, you could do this with a fork because it's a little bit sticky. But that's okay. I'll get a bit messy today. So for my 1 kilo of ricotta, I've measured out 200 grams of flour, and we'll see how much it actually takes. Because we don't want these really hard. These are a really soft, pillowy sort of. Okay, let's go in with some flour. So that's probably 100 grams. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're going to go in with more flour. I think I'm going to need it all, to be honest. I just find this is a really rustic kind of dish, and it's a lot easier to make this than it is to make gnocchi. I'm just going in with all of this. You know, with gnocchi, it takes a bit longer with all your kneading and rolling, cutting, and you know, you want a little bit more precision with your cutting and that sort of thing. I reckon we need more flour, and I have my extra flour here, which I need because, excuse me, sorry you didn't see that, which I need because I'm going to have to put some in this dish so that they avoid sticking too much. Now I don't want them to stick. Let's go a little bit more flour in here. I had 200 grams. This will probably end up being what? 300 grams, 150, I think 250, 500 is 150. I got 1 kilo. Yeah, I'll probably need 300 grams of flour in here, definitely. Because 75 grams is for 250 grams, and half a kilo would be 150 grams, and I've got 1 kilo, so yeah, 300 grams of flour is probably closer to what I need. Okay. Having said that, you don't want to put a lot of flour in. Don't go overboard, guys. A little bit more. Ooh, ah, just a little bit. Ooh, ah. A little bit more. Ooh, ah. Ah, that's a little bit better. We're getting there. Sure, you're getting there. So, yeah. All right. That's pretty good. When I come back, I'm going to clean up myself, and then I'll show you how we make the balls. Okay? Cool. Okay, so I've got a little bit of flour in my bowl here. I'm just going to put a bit of flour on my hands. And with my spoons, I'm going to take a little bit of my dough. Flour my hands a little bit. Just make balls. Like meatball size. They're quite big. Now you can have them smaller, you can have them longer. I generally like to make them a bit longer, like a submarine, but here we go. Make this one a little bit longer. There we go. That's what I like generally, like that. So little submarines, if that's what you want to call them. And I'm going to continue with these until I've finished. Okay, so here's my tray of supersized Gnudi. So that means that I'll serve probably 3 or 4 per person. I'm going to place them in the fridge now, and I've got my pot on to boil, so we'll come back when I'm boiling them. Okay, so my pot's boiling, rapidly boiling, and I will commence putting my Gnudi in. Now these are similar to gnocchi. When you put them in, you want them to come up, and once they've come up, that means they're cooked. Not burning yourself. Be careful not to burn yourself, boys and girls. And as usual, no perfection here. And also, don't overcrowd the pot. So while they're boiling away, I am going to put my ready-made sauce into my tray. So that once I've drained my gnudi, straight onto the tray. Look at that, beautiful and rich. I cooked that for a good half hour. The longer you cook it, the more the flavours. Beautiful. Come on, boil. Look at that. Wow. And then I'm just going to scoop them out and put them back into my tray here. And we're back. Look, these are huge. I've not made them this big before. I've usually made them half the size. But I'm just showing off today. And don't forget, these are not really doughy because I didn't use a lot of flour, remember? It's mostly... Okay, so I've finished with my gnudis. Gnudi, they're actually called gnudi. Now I'm just going to top them off with my sauce. Like lots of sauce. With a little bit of leftover sauce, I generally keep that for when I'm serving the plates, just in case you need to rehydrate a little bit. Okay. Give that a good shake. Okay. Back out with my Parmesan. A little bit of a sprinkle of Parmesan. Because there's flavour, lots of flavour. Bit more. Okay. And then I'm going to put some mozzarella on. Not too much, because I can always add more towards the end of the cooking time. Excuse me. That's my sneezing. Okay. And we're done. Beautiful. Okay. That gets some foil on it, goes into the fridge. I bake that on about 180 tomorrow night without the foil. I think I'll take the foil off. And then I'll put more mozzarella on it when it's 5 minutes from the end of my bake. So I'm going to keep it in for probably 20-25 minutes. And yeah, it should be a cracker. Give it a go, guys. And if you don't want them so big, you can make them smaller. Depends on how much time you want to stand there doing that. Okay, I'll see you next time round. Enjoy.